Hey everyone, it's Dyanne here from Decoeasy. Janny and I have a new video for you. We're going to show you something new creative today. If you like what you see in this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. Hit the bell button so we can send you a new notification when we upload a video. And please, we also like if you give this video a big thumbs up. Let's start crafting!
Here you see what we will use for our DIY. You see here I bought one big sign. It's just one big wooden frame, and you see here I paid $4.95 for it, and of course it is not totally in the greatest shape. Of course you have this lettering on top of it, what I don't like, but I just liked the frame. So for $4.95 it is okay, and of course I will turn it into a big sign for my own. And you see what we use, of course, is some pieces of cardboard. So I'm going to paint first, of course, the front of our piece. And you see already it's very big, so I have to go backwards every time to show you the whole piece. So I'm going to make everything ready so we can paint our sign. So you see already I took the white chalk paint. Of course you can use any color you like. I will give it first a white on the coat, and then I'm going to distress the sides because the wood color is totally gone because it's red, and I want to bring it a little bit of the wood tones back on the side. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to paint it totally in the white color, and that will change already a lot. So you see it looks already it looks already better. I will paint it white and then I show you. So you see already here the first coat is on top of our board, and you see already there are some darker shadows on it, so I have to do it twice because the red is a very hard color to get under. So I'm doing it, I let it dry for a moment, and then I'm going to do the second coat, and then we are going to distress it. So you see already he is white right now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some furniture wax and I'm going to distress the sides and the panels in between, just to give it a little bit of the old, old rustic look, but at least a little bit more like an old look. So I'm just going to dab it a little bit sideways. Just, you see here, just like it's turning a little bit in the, and somewhere a little bit more than other places, and I will of course also in between I will do a couple of them. So I show you when I am totally finished with distressing. I show you how it is looking like. This was very bad English, very bad English, but you know what I mean. I will just do everything with furniture bags and then I show you. So you see already, this is what I mean. I just did go beside the sidelines and of course the middle pieces of our wooden panels. And I am already loving it, how it's looking like. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to take the black paint and also just here and there do some little pieces of the black, also give it a little bit more of a rustic feeling. Of course you can also hit some nails inside of here and everywhere, so it gives even more an old look. So that's an option you can do. You can just hit some nails around here and just maybe a nail not totally through it, but just put it aside so it gives even more an old look. But that's just a tip, you don't have to do it. So you see already, it's for my camera very hard to get the whole panel inside of here, inside of his frame. So I did already 3 times over again to show you the black. But you see already, I did some pieces with the black paint, and of course I do some pieces, I do a little bit more and a little bit harder to in the black color than some other pieces. So you do a little bit lighter pieces and pieces which are a little bit darker black, because I think that looks a little bit more natural. But of course, you can do it, like I said always, you can do it any way you like. I hope I'm not in front of the camera so you see my head instead of the painting I am doing. So I will finish the panel off and then I show you. So you see here already my board is already dried up. What I'm going to do, I take a big piece of cardboard. And of course your sign can be as big as you want. Just use an old frame from a painting or something else you find in the thrift store. I just took this board, but you can use anything you like. An old piece of wood, it doesn't matter. And it can be big, smaller, just fit it into your decor. Take a piece of cardboard and I am going to have a pencil and some measurement, and I'm going to try to make a Christmas tree. And of course I make a Christmas tree like maybe the little ones make, because I'm not a big one in drawing for myself. We have beautiful YouTubers who can draw so many beautiful things. So I make a very easy Christmas tree, and I'm just with 2 feet and just going up. And I will cut it out, and then I will later on I will have here a little piece of Merry Christmas on top and on the bottom. So the Christmas tree will be black and it will be in the middle. So, but I will make a simple Christmas tree, and I did already in advance. I did already my Christmas tree, and you see already this is drawing for beginners. So you see already I have just a very simple a Christmas tree, just 3 times, and this time I'm going to make it with my black marker. I will mark it a little bit better. So you see already with a black marker I marked my Christmas tree, and I will cut it out. And this is cardboard just from garbage, from an old box I normally throw away. I always keep my cardboard from boxes I order online or something else. So keep your cardboard and you can make so many beautiful decor with it. So I will cut it out and then we are going to paint it. So, and here you see already my Christmas tree. It's very simple, but I really like it. What I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to paint it with some school board paint in the black color. You can use any color. If you like it better in the green color, it's also fine. I'm going to do this in black, and I'm going to do the stamp at least already in the brown. I don't know if I will leave it this way or maybe I will cut it off. I don't know yet, but we will see. But first I'm going to make it brown. So you see already, this is how it turned out. I did this black and I distressed it a little bit with the brown color. The same brown I used on the bottom of our tree. What I'm going to do, I thought maybe it gives a little accent if I do in this middle and in that middle a couple of turns of my twine. So I'm going to do that because I really like the touch of the twine inside of here. So I'm going to do here a little piece and also here. So you see already how much it changes when you do just a couple of turns. I did 5 turns and I didn't do them over each other, but I do them under each other. So it gives 5 on a row. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to take my board and I'm going to check out where I can have my Christmas tree. So here you see already my Christmas tree on my board, and I am happy that he is not too big because I just roughly I did some piece of cardboard because I want to have a little text on top of it. I want to have a text over here a little bit this big, and of course I want to have a little one over here. So, and I have enough space that I can do some text under above and some on the side. So what I'm going to do right now, I think I'm going to glue this on top of my board. And then I'm probably going to do also a couple of turns with some twine on the underside and on the top. So give also a little bit of the twine feeling on the both side again. And then later on we're going to make a little sign for the top and for the bottom. And here you see what I mean with a little piece of twine. I did 6 times. I just also did with my Christmas tree. I did them under each other, not over each other. Of course you can do a little bit rough and you can do them over each other, but I want to have a straight line. So I have 6 of them over here, and now I'm going to do the top also, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is, just to give it another feeling and another touch. So I'm going to do the top now I'm also going to do the top with some twine on top. So you see, now I have the bottom and the top, I have the twine on it. What I'm going to do, I have of course my two pieces of cardboard for the top and for the bottom. And what I was thinking right now, I think I will make one of the piece of the cardboard, I will make an arrow. So I am thinking to just make a little cell sign for Christmas tree. So I think I'm going to try to, at least I'm going to try to make an arrow out of it, and then we will see if this will work out or not, and if I like it or not. So that's what I'm going to do first. Here you see the result of my arrow. Of course, I am loving how it's turned out, because I want to keep this a little bit of the same size as the top. And I try to make a little arrow out of it. And I'm going to paint it in the black color, and I'm just going to glue this on top of here, and probably will do some lettering over here, probably this way or something else. We will see what I will do on top of here, but I already loving it that it is an arrow. Maybe I will cut this a little bit smaller, because I think it's a little bit too wide and too close to the stamp of our Christmas tree. So, but for now I think he looks okay. Here you see already my arrow and my top sign little black is already drying in the black color. What I found in my stash, I ordered them online on AliExpress already with a couple of sizes. This is the little size for the wooden slices. Just like I said, the wooden slices. I thought maybe it is fun to do a couple of them on my Christmas tree. I don't know what I think of it, because one way I think it looks nice, another way I don't think. So let me know down in the comments down below what you think, because I can get them stuck on there, but also can remove them. So let me know what you think, with or without it. But I have mixed feelings. I don't know if I like it, but of course you can do anything on top of here. You can use anything you like. You can also hang little Christmas with a piece of twine and a little Christmas ball also over here. You can do this way, that you hang them on the sides. Just do whatever you think it's like, but I have to think about it. Here you see already my arrow and my little plaque for on top of our board is drying in the black color right now. I found in my stash, I ordered them also online with the bigger ones, the smaller ones, a couple of the wooden slices. I already ordered a couple of months ago, and I did them on top of my Christmas tree. I thought maybe it gives a nice accent. I don't know what I think about it, but let me know in the comments down below, because I can stuck them on top of my Christmas tree but also remove them. And what you also can do is just do a little piece of twine and just hang a little one under it. So you can also do any variation you want. I have to think about it, so please leave me a comment down below with or without it. So, but for now this has to dry, and then we are going to glue it on top of here and give them some lettering. You see already I have the arrow and all the little dots glued on top of our board. What I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to do some lettering over here. I think I probably do on top, I will do Merry Christmas, and probably this way I will do something like that way or this way. I have to see, I will figure it out and then I show you. This is what I finally came up with. I did Christmas tree farm and I did pine and spruce, and of course normally you have fir also with it now still, but that didn't fit anymore, so I used only 2 trees. So for this moment I leave it this way, and I am already loving it how it turned, especially the size that it is. It is a really big size, so I'm really loving it. So for the final reveal, you see that in a moment. And here you see the final result of my sign, and I am really loving how it turned out, especially because it is again from almost nothing. I use old cardboard, some paint, and of course this time I bought the board, very cheap, but of course you can go to a Goodwill or a thrift store, it doesn't matter. Just find one board of your own, and at least you can also use the board, you also can use cardboard for it. So don't spend a lot of money for making it. And you see here, it is so easy to make this from one simple board. And of course the greatest thing is that in a moment you see Dyanne has the same board, and she also is going to flip it over. So stay tuned for Dyanne, her version on this board.
Hey, it's Dyanne here. I'm here with a brand new video for you today. Today I will be redesigning, flipping this thrifted sign. This thing is enormous, really. It's laying on my kitchen floor right now and almost fills up the whole kitchen. I bought it for €5. It is incredible. At a really weird store. It was some sort of thrift store, but a little bit different. Here, see my hand for scale. And yeah, I really like the size, but I don't like the look. So, time to flip it over. You can see the original, I hope, price still here. $4.59? Yeah, $4.59. 95. I'm always hustling the digits to each other, but here we go. So let's see what I can make out of this €5 sign. I'll also show you the back, by the way, so you can see how it looks from the back side. So here's the back. If you want to, you can hang this one up. Through the metal holes you can hang it up. And here is also a price tag. And yeah, the wood is waxed, I think. It's a little bit distressed, but I don't like this color. Really, I don't think it looks good to my floor. I don't want to place this, sorry, I want to place this sign upon the floor. I think in the hallway. So yeah, it really needs a big flip. I'm going to start with painting the front side completely black. Well, the sign nearly fits upon the table. This is the paint that I want to use. Blackboard paint for a nice matte finish. I'm really starting to think that spray painting is also an option. I don't know yet. Let's see. Yeah, I think it gives a more rustic feeling using this blackboard paint, because I also have matte black paint, but I'm in doubt if that is black enough or matte enough. So yeah, you see now it is super shiny. Yeah, I think this is a better solution. So let's grab myself a brush and paint away. Okay, I'm halfway through the transformation to black. It took me quite a while actually to paint this thing black, because I needed 2 layers of paint. So yeah, I'm doing now, what do you call that, plank by plank, like this. I'll start there and then I move my way to this part of the board. And also did the sides, but they only had to be once. But this one needs 2, so these 3 are wet. Now moving on to the last one. Then letting it dry, and then we can start distressing, and I will do that with gray and brown paint, maybe also a little bit of white. Don't know that yet, but that's just what I want to do. Only the edges, by the way, and here in between the planks maybe. Okay, the sign is now completely black. Time to start distressing. Therefore I always use a towel and also a brush. What I'm going to do, I think I'll first start off with white. Just pouring some white paint here in the towel. This is an old towel, by the way. Now, if there is any paint that wants to come out, I'll show you the paint, by the way. This is chalk paint. Also have a gray one, and I have some brown paint too. What I do, I just dab the brush first into the paint and then into the towel. Now I'm going to just wipe away like this. Don't be afraid to do a little bit stronger if you want to on several points. Also brush the other way. And just like this, continue until you're satisfied with how white everything is. I always do it around the edges and also here, you know, for example, here, whatever you like, painting away. Okay, I'm satisfied with the white part. Now I'm doing the same, but then for the gray paint. And I'm going to, well, I think this part is a little bit too white. So I'm just putting some gray over it. Also here. Can't see much of a difference, but it really, you know, makes some white parts look less hard white. And that can be of the essence. I think here too. And I really like the worn look. I always was really, well, let's say, frightened to distress. But after doing it several times with the technique I'm just showing you, it can go wrong. If you have other techniques, of course, we would like to know. So we suggest that you write it down in the comment section. This also works pretty well. Here, here, just start rubbing. I always use, by the way, an old brush, not a new one, because you're gonna ruin your brush up with this technique. Okay, time to move over to the brown, and that is just a little bit of brown, not too much. Okay, there we go. You can also use, by the way, beeswax if you want to. Oh yes, this gives it a beautiful finish. This is, by the way, acrylic paint. The other ones were chalk paint. But I don't have brown chalk paint here. And I can't mix that, so I'm using brown acrylic paint. And this really gives it a rustic feeling. I hope you can see it good on camera. Here, this is the acrylic paint that I'm using. Brown, it was really hard to get. Janny and I bought this one in Germany. So I had to cross the water for this. A little bit more because I think the brown looks fantastic. Let's start off here in the edge. I really like distressing now. Also works good to give something, you know, a rusty feeling if you're painting metal or something. But also seen people using cinnamon for that job, so that is also an idea. Okay, I'm going to continue until I'm satisfied with the result, and I will show you after everything is dry how we move on. The base is done. Time to move over to the decoration. I went to Pinterest and I found, I hope you can see it, something like this. All the reindeer names from Santa with the reindeer beside it with a red nose. And I want to make something myself as well, but I don't like the reindeer here, so I'm going to do it my way. I want to use these wooden stencils. I can tear them apart here, and then, you know, just lay all the names down like this, and I think it comes up right to here, and under the top section I can make a reindeer. Well, first I'm going to paint the letters, and then I'll move over to painting the reindeer, because I don't know on which height the letters will come up to. So to figure that out, yeah, first thing I'm going to unwrap this. This is from Action, by the way. I think it was €3 or something, and they have stenciled letters and also some numbers and figures. time to remove the plastic and unwrap them because you can see it here, hopefully. Just need to press here on these parts and then everything comes loose. And of course I can use the wooden frame to frame the letters in the right position. So that is very useful. I have been using stencils before, but then everything got screwed up because, you know, it moves around and so. But I hope with this stuff, this was new from the store, I hope that it's now better doing it this way. I guess that the rack wasn't as strong as it looked on the package. Really, it cost me, I think, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to press out all the letters and then fixing, yeah, the rack you see here with a lot of tape. Not everything has survived it, but most of it did, so yeah, it is usable for me. Right now, I'm going to secure the rack here. I think I'm going to do that with sticky gum, Janny and my favorite DIY product. Some sort of chewing gum, and really it leaves no traces if you put it back off. So I'm going to put 2 here. Yeah, and for the next stencil, I think I'll just be reusing the same one here. Yeah, otherwise I'll be, I think, 30 minutes in the future when everything is done. So I'm going to put letters in the right place and then start painting around with white chalk paint, by the way. Okay, I laid all the letters as much as I could. Time to start painting. I'll have a plastic cup for the paint. So just pour some paint into the cup. And then I have a really small brush. And yeah, as I said, I secured the wooden frame with the sticky gum here on the edges. It's a bit too much. And now I just start painting away. You can see what I am doing. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't think it will work out directly into the beginning. I think multiple layers of paint aren't necessary. And of course you can use stencils if you have them, but Janny and I don't have that. So I keep continuing in this way until I had every letter. And then letting it dry. And I think then I know where to paint if I remove the rack. But that will take a time, because I first wanted to dry before removing the rack. So yeah, I think I'll be busy for a couple of minutes, and then I think it needs an hour to dry before I can remove the stencils. So I'll be back with you when your names are upon it, and then we can go further. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day and the letters are completely dry, as you can see. It is time to finish off the sign, and I want to make a really huge reindeer here on top. There is plenty of space left to draw something, and for that I'm going to find myself a printable from the internet, print it out, draw around it, and then I can fill it in with paint. Unfortunately, I can only print in this size. So what I did, I just printed the same image 4 times, and as you can see, I can make one big print out of it. That is long enough for the whole image. So yeah. Something like this will happen, I think. Roughly said. So, time to cut it out, and then I'm going to use tape to put everything together so I can draw around. And then I have a nice template for a reindeer. Now I have one big silhouette from the deer. Yeah, sorry, it isn't the best color combination. I had to make it black. You can see it a little bit here. Anyway, oh, big truck moving around the street. I'm going to put it here, draw around, and yeah, then start filling it in with the paint. What I did, I just used tape to put the several sheets together, and that was enough actually. So I'm really happy. I will be securing it, I think, with some sticky tape, not too much, just a little bit. And then we are ready. You can see it better now. I'm using a white chalk marker for this job because, yeah, the paint which I'm going to paint over is also chalk paint. Carefully start drawing around. Just a thin line is enough. And by doing this, I want to go all around the deer. And this chalk maker is a little bit dried out, so I have to wait until the ink gets to the bottom again. This is a tricky part. Well, as you can see, this is going to take a while, so I'll be back when the silhouette is drawn up on the board. Well, time to remove the silhouette carefully. No matter if the paper tears apart, I'm not going to use it anyway anymore. Super cute. And there goes the sticky butt. Goodbye, sticky gun. Thank you for your service. Time to start painting. Here we are. The sign is complete. First I thought, maybe a red nose on the deer would do something good, but I tried to lay a red paper upon its nose and really it didn't do any good in my opinion. But if you want to add the red nose, of course you can do it by yourself. You can also make the O from Rudolph red, but I prefer this one. This one is super timeless in my opinion, and it is totally Farmhouse. Look how cute the reindeer turned out. And of course the letters, which you already saw before. Well, that was the DIY. I think it's a pretty good flip, and I'm going to keep this sign for years because I can't get enough of it and it really matches every style that you're using for Christmas. Yeah, I'm going for the glam style this year with pink and red, and I think this one suits very cool with the color schedule, but then in a whole way. So that was it for today. Janny and I are so happy that you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a big like, and Janny and I hope to see you back again in our next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone!